Well, hello everybody, and welcome to One Way Out podcast. This is our first episode.
Yeah, pretty excited actually. Been in the works for probably about 10 years. We talked about doing a Star Wars podcast, and some things in life changed, and now we think we have time to do it. And pretty excited for very frequent and regular content.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to be involved too. I mean, I know you've been talking about doing this pretty much as long as I've known you.
I mean,
So
I think we're at a good era of Star Wars. Just excited to talk about the past, the present, and of course the future of Lucasfilm and Star Wars. I know Star Wars means a lot to a lot of people. I know it does to me. I mean, my whole wardrobe is pretty much Star
I mean,
Wars.
my family's usually pretty surprised when I'm not showing up in a Star Wars shirt
Yeah,
of some
for
variety.
sure.
You know,
But yeah, so I mean, the first episode, I mean, it was fitting that for me anyway, and
don't you think we should tell them the first episode of what?
well, that's what I was getting ready to say. We're going to be talking about the first episode of the show. We'll be discussing the first episode of Maul, the Shadowlord.
Oh, you meant the first episode of our show?
Yes, first episode of our show.
I'm sorry.
We'll be talking about Maul, the Shadowlord.
Okay.
And that episode name, Greg, is
The Dark Revenge.
The Dark Revenge.
So everybody that does all their stuff on their phones these days, you can tell that I'm an old person.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get better over time. The set's still in construction. We have some cool things we're gonna set up and display here in the next upcoming episodes, the upcoming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Greg actually, I hurt my back, so it gave he put a lot of time and effort into getting this ready to shoot tonight, so we'd be ready for them all. Of course, we had this planned, and I was hurt the whole week and pretty much handicapped. So. To
be honest, I was actually kind of 50-50 on whether or not your back was going to be good enough to even be here tonight doing this.
Yeah, it is what it is. We all make sacrifices for Star Wars, I guess.
And Star Wars is life. I don't even know how else to say it.
Yeah.
Not to get too overly personal, but I mean, I was 16 years old before I even realized that Star Wars. That anybody else other than me could have a personal relationship with Star Wars, because it was mine. I was there. Like, I grew up like as a little kid. I mean, I have seen the only Star Wars movie that I haven't seen in the theater, not counting re-releases, of course, is the original 1977 Star Wars, and that's because I wasn't born until Empire came out.
Yeah, I was 83. Empire, Return of the Jedi. I was born in 82, so I missed a lot too. The re-releases in the 90, 95 era. I've seen them. I was a fan, I'd say, my entire life. My brothers are both super fans. We're gonna try to have my brothers on the show from time to time.
That'll be awesome.
They definitely got me into Star Wars and leading into Star Wars. But the taking me, though, I would say, in that the special edition re-release came out, was like sealed the deal that I wanted to be involved in Star Wars.
Yeah, if you count the re-releases, as much as I hate to admit this, the only one I didn't actually see in the theater was Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad that you didn't see Solo.
You know what? The thing is that I, as much as I hate to admit this, I fell victim to all the I don't want to say hate on, well, whatever. It was hate.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people were saying it was terrible and it sucked.
The thing about some Star Wars fans, I'm probably gonna get a lot of slack from this. Maybe not since the first episode. We don't have any subscribers yet, or followers, or anything like that. It's okay.
You're the only one subscribed to our channel, Paul. You're not even subscribed.
Yeah, but the thing is that I consider myself a Star Wars fan, and there's people that are Star Wars freaks, and I don't know the name for every ship or every blaster pistol. I know canon lore. I know a little bit of the Legends stuff.
I actually won a Star Wars Trivial Pursuit night, and the question was, how many lights are there on the Imperial shuttle?
Okay.
I don't remember how, but I closed my eyes and I counted in my head because there was a point in time when I could visualize every frame of the original trilogy.
So we were. It's funny you brought up like the Trivia Pursuit. We were playing the one time Star Wars Trivia Pursuit. I don't know what version it was. It was me and my brother and a couple other people. And my one friend Brian was playing. And like the one question, what like my brother and his friends are OG trilogy diehard fans of the original stuff, and you know they grew up in an era where they went to theaters to see that. I did not. And the one question came up, and my buddy Brian is like, he's a Star Wars fan, but he's not like a biggest fan. And they were so mad that he stole an answer from them. It was the creature that Obi-Wan rode in Revenge of the Sith when confronting General Grievous, and it blew their mind that bad that it was the answer was the Boga, that they flipped the Trivial Pursuit table because Brian answered this Boga question, and it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, so I've been like I said, so I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not going to ever sit here on this show. At least I'm not, and I'm never going to trash Star Wars. I might say some things I don't like, but
I mean, you don't have to, you know, you don't. The beauty of Star Wars in my mind is that it's amazing. All of it is amazing. There's something amazing about Star Wars that creates this community of super fans and casual fans and everybody, and brings us all together and binds us, and you know, all that fun stuff. But you can pick and choose what your favorite aspects are of it, and there's enough discrepancy across it that you can, you know, it leaves us this room for debate on things, and uh I think that's fun.
I can't wait till we get to the debating of like the top everyone's top movies in order and stuff like that. I think those are going to be some pretty intense debates, and because over the years mine have changed. You know, so
do you think the set's going to survive the debate?
Oh, I might pull out a real lightsaber and we'll see what happens. I might Kylo Ren the set.
So, that was probably one of my favorite scenes
from The Force Awakens.
Yeah, from the
just
Force
him going crazy
just,
breaking
and
shit.
The two First Order stormtroopers, then when they go walking by and they just kind of stop.
Yeah,
and then they just kind of like,
yeah, that was. Nope. I thought that was. I mean, some people hated that crybaby stuff, but I liked it because you know it was. We'll get into that in further episodes. We have some ideas for videos.
Absolutely.
Like I said, please, you know, do the like thing, do the comment thing, do the subscribe. We'll eventually have all the socials. We'll have the website. Follow. We already have gonna have some gear coming in. Like we're gonna be involved. Eventually, we'll get some subscribers. We'll do giveaways.
That'll be fun.
We'll have a lot of fun things.
At 1 million subscribers, I will shave my beard.
You said that 1 million is a task, but you said you would shave for nothing, and that's on this video. You better not edit that out of this video. That's all on this video.
Yeah. Okay. No. You know what?
1 million subscribers.
1 million subscribers.
1 million.
1 million subscribers.
Man, that's going to be tough. 1 million subscribers for Star Wars podcast.
For a Star Wars podcast.
It might be tough, but I'll push extra hard now. You'll start sweating it if you're like, oh my god, I thought we'd get 100 subscribers.
I'm sweating it now.
So one thing I wanted before we go dig too deep into the Maul Shadowlord series. I had the privilege of being at Celebration Japan last April, and we were at the 20th anniversary of Lucasfilm Animation panel with Dave Filoni. I love Dave Filoni. I believe Dave Filoni has brought some of the best of Star Wars.
Did you actually get to meet him and talk to him?
Yes, it was a funny story with that. At I think it was Celebration 4 in Los Angeles, before Dave Filoni was like very known. He actually was sitting on a bench with some people, and I went over and started talking to him, so I recognized him. I had a little bit of a connection. I'm from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. He's from Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania. We live
far apart of those.
About 3.5 hours.
Okay.
And we just started talking about how excited I was for Clone Wars. I know people were skeptical at the time because we already had the other animated Clone Wars cartoon out. And
so wait, so you met him prior to the Clone Wars that we all know and love?
Prior to it being released.
Okay.
He was actually there then. I went to his panel. It was the first one for Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Celebration 4. It might have been Celebration 5 in Orlando, but I'm pretty sure it was Celebration 4. And I actually he signed my badge. So I have a badge from the. I can bring it and show on another episode. And we got talking for a while. It was actually I always said I should reach out to Dave Filoni. I mean, I know it's impossible probably to reach out to Dave Filoni, but we had a conversation there that I said, if this stuff ever goes crazy with you and you're doing this stuff forever, like I think I'd have some amazing stories that could really help Star Wars. I mean, why would you listen to me? I mean, I wanted to be a movie director and stuff my whole life, but I feel like I write really good scripts and stuff, but
I mean, not for nothing. That short film we did was super under. I mean, that's very slept on, in my opinion.
Yeah, but no, Dave Filoni, it was awesome. Like I said, I had a good, probably, I would say 20, 25 minute, maybe even a little longer conversation with him at that celebration. And I knew then from how like you could tell his like love and passion for Star Wars. And I've actually probably got to talk to him 2 other times at celebration after. Now he's just too big. You can't get anywhere near him
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
at celebration. But that 20th anniversary panel though, like, you know, they did all the Clone Wars thing. They showed the awesome poster with the 20th anniversary, and then like everyone starts leaving, and he's like, you know, pretty much like, where are you guys going? I'm not done yet. And people were already leaving. Like the people who left were stupid because they missed out when they showed that trailer. And you didn't even know, like, it was Maul at first and just showing stuff. And it was like, dude, it was like, it gave me chills. You know, it did. Like, it did. Like, it was awesome. The trailer was still cooler than the trailer they ever showed promoting it before the show came out, which was crazy to me. But it was like,
yeah, I think awesome. You know, generally speaking, all you guys who get to go, you know, who go to the celebration stuff all the time, and you know, mark my words, my goal is to go to the next one with you
next year.
next year.
We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you to Celebration and Galaxy's Edge for the first time. We need you to see Galaxy's Edge.
I definitely. And again, I hope we don't have 1 million subscribers by then because I don't want to be on video with no beard. But I might wear my Chewbacca onesie one of these times.
Fair enough.
So,
yeah,
we'll see.
So yeah, let's you want to dig into Maul a little bit?
Yeah. Why don't
I'd like to go first. I mean, like, honestly, before we really talk about the episode, well, first off, we want to mention this is going to have spoilers in it. We're going to discuss
100%. There are going to be spoilers for Maul episode 1 and possibly episode 2.
Yeah,
in here.
Get a little confused of what we're talking about because I mean 20-minute episodes, like, it kind of bleed together a little bit.
And I've watched, and you know, in full disclosure, I've watched each one of the episodes now probably 5 times. It came out last night.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the Tuesday after the Monday release that we're shooting this. I've watched each one of the episodes 5 times.
Yeah, Greg was home today. I was not.
I definitely had the time to do it, so I wanted to make sure that I got. And to, you know, the funny part is that on the 4th watch through, I actually caught something that I missed the first 3. So
yeah. I mean, I watched them once.
Okay.
I did plan on. I started watching a second time before bed, but I don't know if it's the medication I've been on or just my schedule being messed up, missing a bunch of work from my back. But I did get through them one time and a half of the first episode again.
Okay.
So I apologize if I mess up some character names and stuff like that. I promise by the episodes talking about our episodes talking about new episodes, I will be
we'll be up on it.
Perfect with the names for close to it.
Close-ish. Wait, I had a thought and my brain went blank. What did you want to talk? That's what I wanted to do. Last chance. Spoiler alert. If you did not see episodes 1 and 2 of the new Darth Maul animated series on Disney Plus, this is your one only final chance to turn us off, but don't forget to come back after you've watched it because we want to know what you think.
Yeah. Well, like we started talking about earlier, I want to hear. We haven't really talked a whole lot about the episode. We're trying not to do that because we want to talk about it here.
Yeah.
You know,
That's actually kind of interesting you say that because you know my first instinct is whenever something new Star Wars comes out is to call
Oh yeah, I
you.
mean, I can't even. I just need to like. I literally need to find friends to talk to sometimes to talk about stuff. That's. I mean, when the Mandalorian Grogu trailer dropped, I was like, you know, I mean, I know some people are mixed feelings. I am a huge
I
Mandalorian
cannot get
fan.
enough. I have. Where's my Grogu doll?
He's over here
He's
hidden
all
behind
right.
the stuff.
My Grogu doll is offset right now, but he's here. He's here. Um, yeah, it's just like it's been so hard to not talk to you about this yet because
Well,
it's
so let's hear your honest take on Darth Maul Shadowlord Episode 1. What did you actually think about it? Let's hear
well.
it.
I'm going to start off by saying I was the kid who practically shit himself in the theater when Darth Maul made his initial appearance. That dude was so freaking cool. I could not get enough of him. In fact, I one of my hobbies of many is building custom gaming PCs, and my current gaming PC setup has an original first wave Darth Maul action figure in it, and all of the lights are red. I know that the red lights on PCs is kind of cliche, but it's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
So, um, I look if it sucked or if it was like meh, and I was gonna just phone it in on this, I would not have watched it 5 times.
Well, the thing is like to say it sucked would be crazy. I mean, the show. I don't normally follow the critic stuff, but like it's opening at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
It was already renewed for season 2 before season 1, and that to me is a little crazy because of how back and forth and all around Lucasfilm has been in the last couple of years with like announcing movies that then are never coming out and stuff like that. So the fact that they renewed this prior showed that it was getting the hype from the people who were previewing it and stuff like that. So
yeah. So I guess all that to say, I couldn't get enough of it, and I cannot wait for next Monday night when episode 3 drops too.
yeah,
I
three and
guess
four,
oh, so they're doing two at a time every
two at a
time.
time, and
Yes.
we will be.
Yes.
I know I keep cutting Greg off from actually telling his opinion on the show that he thought it was great, but
I did think it was great though.
but on there's a local theater here in Palmyra, PA. It's called the PLX Lab at Flagship Cinema.
Mhm.
I'm renting the theater for the last 2 episodes on May the 4th for Maul Shadowlord. If you do watch this from this time period and you are interested and you live in the area, let me know if I still have tickets left. You may gladly come. Popcorn will be included, pizza will be included, drinks will be included. We'll probably spend half the time watching Maul and half the time interviewing people and getting stuff for the podcast or for the show.
Yeah, I mean, you're really fighting hard to get that million subscribers, aren't you?
Man,
Already.
we'll see where we're at in a year. Well, I'll
In a
know if
year.
there's ever a possibility after a year.
Well, at least I'm still willing to like trim and shape and look like this isn't like a whole like father time thing. I hope,
Nah.
but
But yeah, so okay,
so now I think it was awesome. What did you think?
man, I actually the vibe was unbelievable. Like I liked the darkness of it. I liked the colors. I mean, the colors like it has in my opinion, it has to be Lucas Animation's best animated yet. It has I mean, the colors and stuff were fantastic. Like when that episode first starts and you see like the pan through like the
Oh, the
city,
city was
like the light, the colors and stuff on the city, the animation, it was incredible. Um, the whole vibe of it. I like the whole like cop stuff. Like I thought it was very fitting
Mhm.
for the series.
Yeah, I mean the opener with just that whole heist vibe, and I gotta say it now because if I don't say it sooner or later, I'm pop. I don't know if we're doing the show for kids or not.
Beep
uh,
beep 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 beep
beep
beep.
beep beep. The Darth Maul's droid. The dude is
The spy bot.
the spy bot. He
Yeah.
is gleefully devious.
Yeah, he was fun.
I love that. You know what? The moment that we have the ability to print that droid,
I'm sure it won't be long.
we're getting those files and we're printing that droid.
Yeah. By the way, our set pieces will get better here soon because my printers have been going nonstop for about a month. Oh, he's bringing the. We printed a battle droid for the set. He'll get painted eventually, and Roger, Roger,
Roger, Roger, don't die.
but yeah, the so we're gonna have that droid. We're gonna print him probably sooner than later.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows someone has a file for Spybot, send it over to me and I'll get it printed.
I am definitely a fan of the droid division files for the droids.
Yeah. One thing I think I did mention this to you was I always am like they keep making new droids, right? Like these shows and stuff, they always make these droids that go like, and I'm thinking like, how many times like are they gonna run out of these droid ideas? And then every time they come up, especially Dave Filoni with the whole animated stuff, that like the droids are always so fun.
Yeah, so it's like they're people. Did you like, not to get to a different show, but there was it Rebels or no? It was Clone Wars. There's the whole C-3PO and R2-D2 going off on their own.
Yeah,
that whole arc, and they're just like doing their thing and completely sentient, and they have their own agenda and their own personalities, and it's just, I just think the droids are awesome, and I can't wait till you know.
Yeah, but
we get our
so the show everyone the show starts out with this ship flying and there's a vault of credits and this droid, the spy bot, shoots this, don't know what it's called, in through the door onto the control panel.
It's a spy pod.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll get whatever. Don't copyright that, Lucasfilm. But he shoots it through, it hits the door, and then it allows them to open the door and this ship to fly in to this area to basically
it's a heist. They're doing a robbery.
We feel that they stole some stuff, but not enough. But the main thing I think was to get the protocol unit droid, the bank droid or whatever they call.
I think. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously they're trying to steal enough money to really piss off. As we later find out, Demas, the Underlord boss, is the person they're stealing from. It's all of his money, and I get the impression that he's definitely got government connections and certain certain officials and police and whatnot on the payroll, because they have an alarm that goes right to several cops that are on duty. But I think the goal of the whole situation was to create a situation where not only are they pissing them off, but they're getting enough money to make it really feel like somebody's out to get them, but not necessarily point the finger at Maul.
Yeah. What was cool to learn, like we all were like, I know we talked prior, like, what is this show going to actually be about? Like, other than filling a gap between Clone Wars, last episode of Clone Wars, one of the best things Star Wars ever, in my opinion. And the end of the Solo movie, this is what this was.
That leaves a lot of questions, like with them.
Well, yeah. So, like, we know now that all the crime syndicates or all the crime groups, Crimson Dawn, the Pikes, and all these groups, they've betrayed Maul.
Yeah,
and Maul is now gonna punish them, and that's what the goal is here. We also learned early on in the episode. And I kind of called this, we talked about this a little bit too.
Yeah.
That he also is sensing these Jedi and a new apprentice.
So that's the thing that I actually caught on my fourth take through. He actually says, I sense a presence. And she goes, and the lady, the Mando that he has. Also, I really like it. It's Rook Cast.
Yeah,
is who the internet has her listed as.
They didn't really say a lot their names at all on the show.
They didn't give character names in the credits. I made sure to click off and watch the credits instead of going first. I didn't see any of the character names in there, so I went straight to the internet, like any good Star Wars fan should do.
We're trusting Google, is
We're
what you're saying.
trusting,
We're
yeah,
trusting Google. They're right
yeah,
about
yeah.
50% of the time these
You
days. We're
know, I
trusting
mean,
them. But
the Twi'lek was a Twilight according to Google AI.
okay.
So,
Really liked her character, by the way.
yeah, yeah. But he actually says that there's a brief little interaction between them that I didn't catch the first couple of times. The first time because my dogs were barking, and the second time I think because you called. But he actually alludes to a new apprentice. They say a new apprentice.
Yeah.
And
It honestly gave me a little bit of a little chills because, like, not to talk about another show again, but Star Wars Rebels and always calling Ezra his apprentice. And it's like, deep down, part of me kind of wishes that would have happened. Like just because I think Maul is so cool and, but I do, spoiler alert for my opinion on this, I do think this Twi'lek will become the new Darth Talon eventually and will be definitely Maul's apprentice. I would think not even by the end of the season, in my opinion.
oh, she's got that dark streak in her, and you can tell. I mean, like when they first introduce her, she's there with the Jedi Master, and he definitely his name is Eco Dio's Dak, and she is
Eco Dio
Dak.
Daki.
Yeah, Daki. Sorry, my handwriting is really. I should have been a doctor with this handwriting. I'm telling you.
Well, it's funny they gave a character a ridiculous name to say, so we tried our best. Don't hate us
Yeah,
for it.
leave us alone, internet. And she's Devin Azara. So, but he seems to be really walking the line still, like Jedi, 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 Jedi.
Strict as strict can be.
Yeah, yeah. Like
he won't steal,
but he's starving to death.
but he will beg. He will ask people,
Mhm.
but he will not steal. Where
Right.
she's like, I'm gonna steal this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that Maul is going to really play on that the means justify the ends mentality that I think she displays in that moment when she steals the fruit, because her master is dying of starvation. Not dying, but he's starving, right?
Yeah.
And she sees.
I mean, he looks weak. I mean, we don't know how old he is. Like, he could be super old. I mean, it's hard. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with that race. So
Well, he definitely hasn't shaved in a while.
Like you.
Like me. I'm gonna leave that alone. But so I think Maul is moving forward. He's really going to play on that aspect of her personality where she believes that in certain cases the means.
Well, he's gonna do the same thing with her as he did with Ezra and Rebels. He's gonna make it seem like things are her idea. That's how he's gonna make it happen. He's gonna keep talking to her and make her think that these things are her idea.
That whole Inception idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's good at it, but it makes it so believable even in animated because Sam Witwer is so good as the voice of Maul.
Yeah.
Even going back to Celebration Japan, when he came out and talked and basically said to roll it again and stuff like that, like it's chilling.
Oh, dude,
his voice as the character.
Yeah, I love Ray Park. I think he did such an amazing job with Maul in the Phantom Menace, and I'm sure you know this, but for everybody out there, all 6 of you at this point that might watch this, including my mom.
So 5 and your mom.
Yeah, 5 plus my mom. I guarantee you she's going to watch this. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Greg's mom.
But he was actually brought on to be the stunt double for Maul and not actually be Maul. And when they put the makeup on him, and I believe the story is, and I could be wrong, somebody in the comments correct me, but he walked in, grabbed the lightsaber, and did a backflip, and they were like, he's Maul.
I mean, Maul talked like a handful of words in episode 1, and they didn't even use his voice.
I think they cut his lines down because he was an amazing stunt double, and they didn't really want to go back.
I thought he was fine. He was in X-Men, and I thought he was fine as Toad with the voice.
Oh yeah, but he also had a lot of training and practice for actual acting.
Yeah, like I said, I did not know anything about the whole stunt double thing, but I've met him a couple times. Great dude. I mean, the one time the line at Celebration was being like stupid, and like they were like stopping, I don't know, the autograph lines. So he like grabbed someone's lightsaber and jumped up on the table and just started like spinning the lightsaber around and stuff like that. It was
I
It's
think
pretty
I
cool.
actually saw the video of that because I
Yeah,
think that the video of that kind of went viral.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But no, it's but yeah, like I said, Sam though, Sam Whitmer,
Oh,
the
he does
voice.
such a good job with the voice, and I think honestly he could probably, you threw the makeup on him. I think he could hack
I
it.
don't know. I'm still pushing for Sam Whitmer to come back as Star Killer Vader's apprentice in a series. He
Yeah.
was that character in the Force Unleashed video games, and
Excuse
I'd
me.
love to see that.
Yeah. So basically, all right. So we're up to, they've kind of busted in. We've gotten to the introduction of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of neat. I like Captain Lawson. He's got that real, just that kind of worn down the cop's life,
Dude,
like the
I was
real
so
cop.
surprised on how much I enjoyed that character.
Yeah.
Like I think it was the whole cop vibe thing.
Oh, he nailed it.
And what was the scene with the droid's name?
Two boots.
Two boots.
Yeah.
And they had that coffee moment.
Oh, dude, he walks in. The droid's got a cup. He hands him a cup. He takes a sip and he looks at him. He goes, "You enjoying that calf?" And the droid just goes, "I just do it to enjoy the moment with you."
Yeah, that part was awesome. But just the police station in general, I thought was phenomenal. The way the cop cars look great. Like I said, I would have, if you would have told me it was like a a cop kind of show, or I would have been like, it's probably gonna be pretty stupid. But I really enjoy it. I did. And it's funny because the cop Lawson, I have an actual cousin whose name is Lawson who is a cop. So it's kind of
That's
it
interesting,
was kind
actually.
of
Yeah.
ironic, I thought. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
but
But yeah, and you can also see in Izara's kind of just general demeanor when she's in the police station that she's uh, not that goody two shoes, and she's unwilling to cooperate. And I took a little issue with Two Boots saying she's being very uncooperative. Uh, like I just, because we're in America, we have the Fifth Amendment. We don't have to say anything. We don't have to say anything.
yeah, but I guess on that planet you do.
I guess.
Yeah, we did kind of miss that. She was arrested for, she was stealing, bumped into the droid, dropped the fruit, and you realize that she was stealing. And
Yeah, but
her master was like, "Oh, we can't cause a scene. Just pretty
yeah,
much obey them." And so she goes in and she's just like, "I'm not having it. I'm not telling you who I am." She says pretty much something on the lines of like, "It doesn't matter. Does it really matter if I tell you my name?" And she doesn't, and she gets locked up.
yeah. I mean, it's a really nice setup for putting her across from
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Vario.
What's his name?
Vario.
Vario.
Yeah. So,
Which his character is pretty cool too.
dude, as soon as I saw the mech suit, I'm like, little body, big head.
So you said Vario.
Vario, yeah.
Vario. So he's in a mech suit, and you think I instantly thought he's some kind of like General Grievous cyborg like dude, but it's actually just a little guy in a mech suit, and he ends up killing.
It really gave me a kind of a Men in Black vibe when I saw it too.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of it that way, but
Yeah.
it does. But he kills the crime boss.
Demas.
Yes, Nicodemus.
Demas.
It's just Demas.
Just Demas. Not like Demas.
But yeah, he kills him, and then that's how he gets
He gets arrested because they
arrested.
catch him, and obviously they're like, "You killed him," and he just says it was self-defense.
Yeah.
I got set up. I don't know what you want me to do, and then they lock him. Oh, geez. I'm not used to I'm used to like lapel mics and like boom mics and stuff.
These are
I'm not
more
used.
fun though, because I can
Yeah, I
act like
definitely
I'm important going like this into the microphone.
do it again.
Do I look important?
Get closer.
I can't get. My face is touching it.
But yeah, so it's I'm sorry. Uh, and there's Loki.
They arrested.
So they arrested Izara and they arrested Vario and they're in the cell across from each other. There was a bit of a police chase. And what did you think about that bridge? when Maul destroys the bridge to get away. No shit, that's the wrong episode.
Yeah, that's episode 2. But one thing though we did forget to mention that was pretty awesome: the Mandalorian weapon that shot the like vibro things across the thing, and
Oh
the cop car
yeah,
got cut into like pieces as it went through it.
yeah,
That was pretty awesome.
that was really
That
awesome.
was in the unfortunately that was in the beginning of the episode. And we didn't talk about it, but like I said, we'll get better. We'll
We'll
get
get
better.
better
We're
at
just kind
this.
of all over the place with it, but it's all
Oh,
right.
dude, I honestly, it's a lot of it is just because we're so excited about
Yeah.
the show getting started with everything. It's just
No, any
this is cool.
new Star Wars content ever is just awesome. So,
Mhm. Yeah. So it's also interesting where to go back to the police station stuff. Two Boots gets a little bit of a memory recall from one of the droids that Maul destroyed when they were initially escaping with the credits, and it shows an image of Maul, and when they run the image, it says ISB flagged, classified, report any sightings directly to the
to the Empire, yeah.
Empire. So
And they decide that Lawson decides that it's not the right time to do that because as soon as they get involved, the whole city will be shut down. He pretty much, I think he states that.
I think he said the whole planet will be on lockdown.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not going to get the Empire involved. Not
Yeah,
yet, anyway.
nope, not today.
Obviously, from the trailer, we know eventually they get involved, but not yet.
Eventually they do. Yeah. All right. So Vario killed Demas. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think the next part, and I think it's also leads to like the ending, getting close to the end of the episode is, um, or they Maul pretty much is like, oh, I know the Mandalorian woman, what was her name again? Root Cast.
yeah.
She mentions something along the lines of like, oh, I guess it's kind of over now, or we lost because the cops got him, and Maul was pretty much like, kind of like that means nothing.
Now this is going exactly how it should.
Yeah, like it means absolutely nothing. So Maul and his group, I don't even know what we want to call his group yet, if they have a name to call them.
I believe Vario, when they're in the police station, he says something about the Shadow
The Shadow Collective, yeah.
Shadow Collective, yeah.
But they
I think they're the Shadow Collective.
officially the Shadow. Okay.
I think that's what at least the working name for them until the show tells us otherwise. It's going to be the
Yeah.
Shadow Collective.
I've heard that before, Shadow Collective,
Okay.
but yeah. So they go, and this is still episode 1, right? They go to the
Yeah,
police
they
station.
break in, and
They break in. Awesome Maul just slicing everybody up.
Dude,
And
who are the other two guys with Maul?
the two Zabrak guys.
Are they his brothers?
I don't
Do you think they're just other Zabrak guys?
Yeah, I just think there are other Zabrak guys. I know the one they did give online the one's name. I didn't see the other one. The one's name is Icarus,
Okay.
and he's labeled as a Zabrak warrior. They're pretty fun. They're like,
I love the minigun.
yeah,
He's just going to town with
Minigun,
that minigun, everything.
yeah, but no, that was a cool little twist. Like, and it would make sense. Maul's a popular Zabrak Dathomirian.
Oh, he's probably a legend among them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
it probably wasn't hard to get people to follow him, And I would bet good money with all there's like 5 or 6 Mandalorians in it, which obviously the world has a super hard on for Mandalorians.
Well,
Mandalorians and
I mean,
everything.
I do.
But I would bet that they're going to be actual still Death Watch loyalists to Maul, and I mean I'm hoping anyway because that's some of the best Clone Wars stuff too.
Honestly, I'm one of the ones who loves all the Mandalorian stuff.
Well, I do too. I'm just saying it's
So,
it's pretty heavy and everything.
I think they would be mistaken, and it would be a missed opportunity for them to have the ability to have Mandalorians on some level in the show and not do it.
Well, especially since, like I said, the ties in with Maul being the ruler of Mandalore at one time, even being the with Death Watch or being a part of Death Watch, and that whole stuff in Clone Wars is
Yeah,
we'll talk about it in another episode, but that's awesome stuff.
yeah, man. Okay, so overall, your general vibe of just episode 1, if they had only dropped the first episode, And he still gets
In that first episode, I'm correct. After Maul breaks into the prison,
hmm
he takes um,
He takes Vario out of the cell.
Vario.
Oh, and Vario, he actually, I think his original plan when he goes in there was to kill Vario and just leave.
Yeah, because Vario starts promising him the world. You know, he's going to get
Yeah,
him involved in, I think,
he's going to bring him the pikes,
the Pikes. Yeah,
basically.
I
He's
don't
gonna,
remember if he mentions that at that or episode
well,
two,
no,
but
he does because that's when he's dragging the lightsaber down thing because he's going to give
okay.
him
Yeah.
that slow
Oh yeah,
burn death.
at this the slow burn at the head. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
the slow burn death, and then he's running his mouth. I'll give you the world. I'll give you the world. I'll give you the world. And he finally says something that Maul really stops. It goes, oh, and he mentions one of the Pikes by name. I didn't catch it. I should have wrote it down. I'm a jerk. But um, then he goes, okay, fine, take him. And then the other two guys snatch him up out of there, and he stops and he looks directly across the hall. And at that point in time, they cut into the cell that Azara's in, and you can see the fear and the recognition of who those people are on her face. And I'll bet you anything she's thinking to herself, just leave. Don't notice me. Just leave.
Yeah, I mean, and she instantly, when he opened her cell, she knew who he was.
She says his name.
Yeah, there was no like questioning that she, at least in Jedi learnings, knew exactly who Maul
Yeah, I
was.
mean, I think at that point in the timeline, the Darth Maul legends have probably spread. I mean, as far as the Jedi Order went, you got to figure there was some level of a rumor mill.
Oh yeah,
I mean, just like any organization,
I'm sure.
if you want something to be widely known, you tell somebody it's a
Well, I'm
secret.
saying I would think it was a pretty big deal when you Darth Maul dies in Episode One, and then you find out later he's alive again and controlling Mandalore and doing all these things. I'm sure that was a pretty big Jedi Order deal.
Yeah, I would absolutely say
So
that.
yeah.
So
But yes, I mean that was you were asking something about the episode. That's the pretty much that was the first episode. It ended I think around that point,
yeah,
right?
it ends with Azara saying Maul.
Yeah. So I mean, episode and you know once again, I thought it was phenomenal. I was trying not to hope too much out of it because like the whole like oh yeah it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and all that but I really think it did deliver.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. No, I mean, I feel like they used some really good story arc structure. They planned it out well. They've set up a lot of stuff. Just like the is she going to be the apprentice or isn't she? But she kind of
She is going
is.
to
I mean,
be.
we know she kind of.
If Dave Filoni pulls that on me, I'm gonna be pretty upset. If she's not,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna be pretty upset.
I mean, I think there's always that possibility that he is going to pull that on you because how many people out there are watching this going, aha,
Yeah,
yes, that's the thing,
I
and
mean,
then just go, nope,
literally at celebration, after the trailer was over, people around were saying that, and they only showed like a little glimpse. Like that time, you didn't even really know that she was like one gonna be one of the main characters. They showed like a little glimpse, I think, of her from the side. People were already saying, "Oh, it's gonna be Darth Talon." Like they were already saying it
yeah,
at
but
celebration. So and that was a year ago.
the question I have though, because this is the part that like the one thing we did talk about the other night was last night was the whole can she really be a Darth? Because we've come to learn that Darth is really a title, and Maul was only Darth Maul when he
And they
was.
you're right. You never you just don't put a lot of thought into it. No one called him Darth Maul. You know, everyone called him Maul
And yeah, I mean,
in the show.
through the
So
course of the episode, nobody called him that. So it's he's not a Darth, so to speak, anymore because Sidious cast him out.
I think we're gonna get another Sidious Maul battle
Mm. I mean, he did mention in
or
one.
another Maul Vader battle.
I don't think we're going to see Vader. Um,
I mean, I'm okay if they keep these characters out of it, honestly, especially since we're doing multiple seasons.
Yeah, but they very specifically Rookcast. She specifically brings up Sidious as one of their targets,
Yeah.
and I think that it does open the door for them to take a run at him.
Yeah. So maybe if not this season, maybe another season.
Well, yeah, and that's in my opinion, that's the beauty of Filoni being who he is, and being the protege of Lucas. Really, he's got such a deep knowledge of the universe of Star Wars and how it should be and what would happen and could happen.
And what he also knows what kind of stuff the fans want.
Yeah.
I believe not listening to people like him was actually, at times definitely a mistake of Lucasfilm.
Hmm.
I think he should have been more involved sooner. But hey, I got what I wanted now. He's in charge, and yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely think he's so good at planting those seeds, and when he chooses to bring them up and bring them to fruition is going to be something else. And we have husky howling again. I'm going to let that go. Just so everybody is aware, there are huskies on set
yeah, we'll build a sound wall or something eventually.
eventually. Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that pretty much does it for the first episode here.
Hmm.
I think we pretty much touched base on everything for most of it. Like he said, Greg said earlier, like let us know in the comments what you thought about the episode.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm biased because I'm a huge Star Wars fan and not a Star Wars freak, but yeah, thought it was great, and can't wait till next Monday.
Oh, me too. Me too. And as always, don't forget, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, make sure you share it to all your friends, hit the alert bell so you don't miss the next one.
I promise when we get some subscribers, we'll start doing some amazing giveaways. I promise that. If you're a Star Wars collector, we're gonna have some stuff. I promise.
Absolutely. That sounds
So,
awesome.
all right. Well,
I'm
thank
Greg.
you, and I'm Paul, and thank you for watching the One Way Out, a Star Wars podcast.
Yep.
Thank you.
See you next time, guys.